Who let the frogs out? Ribbit, 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 ribbit. This is two of my ADFs. Look at those faces. On the left is Bindi. I found out is a female. Females have a little bit of a larger build than on the right, that's Dart. He's a male with a more slender build. Sometimes when we pause and look to nature and the creatures and our very own pets under our roof, they know better what we need than we know ourselves. And in this little clip, my little one's telling me, it's okay, take a break, mama, and relax. Also, nature's creatures don't have voices like we do in language, so they communicate in their own ways, and a lot of times with their eyes, I feel. And sometimes they'll even pucker up and throw you a cute little kiss. Look at that face. I just want to kiss it right off. Now, this used to be Zulu until I found out it's a female, so now I named her Zena. She likes to hang out in the little rock cave. She's a homebody, and she's in my one tank, the smaller tank with cougar tail guppy, and they're very peaceful together. I have two tanks. Doot doot doot, maximum cuteness alert right here. You have to zoom in to see, but they have the cutest little facial features. Look at that well-defined nose. I just want to kiss it. And these little ones are excellent swimmers. Look at the body. Their arms and legs, very muscular. Cutest little physique, very strong swimmers. So another thing about ADFs is that they're very peaceful creatures. Um, they barely can see. They're practically blind and they don't have any teeth. So when feeding them, you want to make sure they do get fed because they're opportunists and they're bottom feeders for the most part. I had mine in with a beta. I was told it was okay. Now, everyone's different. Every tank's different. I had to quarantine and remove my beta and put him in another tank because he was nipping at the tail of my veil tail beta and from the movement in the water because they can't really see, so it might look like he's attacking the fish, but he's not really doing that. They're not aggressive. So just be careful with what you put in your tank with them. Mystery snails are good, and the guppies have been fine. Guppies go pretty fast, and they love little places to hide. So make sure you have like a marimo ball. They like to lounge on those little green balls there, which also absorb the nitrates and other pollutants in the water. And have a hammock leaf, rocks, a little cave. Let the kids play.
The frogs like to burrow under the hammock leaves and in little caves and have a lot of fun.
This is the superstar pose. They make the cutest little poses. They sing, they chirp, they burble, they are just super cute. Again, they've made me smile and laugh and brought me peace. I have had some periods where I worried about them because as a new ADF owner, I wanted to make sure everything was good, but now everyone's in their rightful home and all happy. Now here's an example of my ADFs foraging and eating. I feed them shrimp pellets. I try to place them in the same area of the tank each day and I tap on the tank gently, kind of like, hey, dinner bell, it's time to eat. And they usually go to the same area. You can see that they are, again, opportunists and they can smell the food and they'll kind of like dart at it. And that's how they're fed. Now with gravel, you want to be careful to put the small gravel on the bottom and layer the top with bigger gravel like here because they can mistake when they dart at the food, feel it in their mouth, they can mistake it. The shrimp pellets are similar to the size of small gravel and same color. We don't want that to happen. So that's how they are fed. And if you have other fish in the tank, you might need to use the really long tweezers to put it right in front of them so to make sure they are eating. So here comes Dart over with Bindi saying, hey, share with me, or maybe he's just coming in for a kiss. But they're very gentle. They're happy, and that's all that matters to me. Again, here, foraging for food, they go down into the little nooks and crannies, and they feel it in their mouth and gobble it down. And you want to make sure not to overfeed. I give mine about 2 pellets twice a day.
And we enter the downward dog position. Downward dog.
Now here you might want to turn your volume up after I shush because you can hear them singing at night. It's kind of like their mating call. Okay, now you might want to adjust your volume back down for the rest of the video. Thank you. Now this position of my ADF, African Dwarf Frog, when they're sprawled out at the top of the tank floating, they're simply relaxing. It's not to be caused of a state of panic. They peek their nose out, and it's called burbling. They make little bubbles. It's a way to retrieve air. They're just chilling. No reason for alarm. You can see the legs are sprawled out, arms sprawled out, and it's what they do. It's natural behavior for ADFs. Now, here is the mating process between a male and a female ADF. After the little mating calls, they have a hookup and meet in the corner of the tank, and the male, who is a little bit smaller, as you can see, he will grab the female and almost makes her look a little puffy. She is wider by nature. And again, the males are more slim in their body build and their physique. And they grab very snug. It might look like at first, when you first see it, it's like, oh, are they hurting each other? Is he hurting her? What's going on? But it's natural. And mine seem to, they go to the top and they do their thing. That's where the eggs are released, up on the top. And they swim back down. Mine seem to do a little loop here. And there they go. And at first I was shocked. I was like, oh my goodness, you guys, stop. But this is normal, very normal behavior. And so they'll go around and around in a loop, releasing the eggs. And that's another story. I thought I had two males, but I didn't realize that I have three ADFs. These two, they fluctuate with their mating. I have two females and a male. So again, I thought I had all males, but you never know. A male can be put in, a female can be put in. And again, usually the difference is when you look at their physique, a female is a little bigger, and the males tend to have these glands near their hips that kind of stick out like muscles. So there they go. The eggs are being released at that time. You can see some bubbles at the top. Now, I was saying a minute ago, that's a whole nother thing. I wasn't prepared for that. But if you're going to breed them, you need a very large tank for that, and it's a very tedious process. Otherwise, like a fish, they will eat their fish fry, the males will, and the females will eat the eggs. So there's nothing I can really do about that now. I wasn't prepared. So that's where we're at. This is normal, healthy behavior, and everyone is, again, happy, obviously, loving on each other. So then they'll just keep repeating their cycle. And that's that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. They're amazing creatures again, and just handle them with care. They'll bring you a lot of joy and happiness. Oh, they're getting a little freaky looking in the mirror. They'll bring a lot of joy and happiness, and they're very durable creatures too. Very durable. They're strong. I've had mine since the quarantine. We're going on almost 5 months now. And again, every aquarium's different. Every creature is different. You just got to pay attention, and quarantine is needed, and just make sure your babies are all taken care of. So thank you for watching my little water baby series. Here's a little extra clip of some of the frog eggs. The African dwarf frog female will lay several clutches throughout the year, anywhere from 500 to 2,000. So that's what they would look like if you were to breed them.